Alright, morning guys, it's time Dedge, and I am doing a London session. It's the 30th of July. I didn't jump on early this morning because we had FOMC last night, and even though it was slightly good for the dollar, we've had this reaction. So we've had this reaction to the Fed rate yesterday, and we're just trading still above. If yesterday I was waiting for this kind of liquidity to be swept here, I was trying to wait for this to be taken in the morning so we could reverse it down back into these lows, but didn't get there. So then I thought, okay, we had a weekly cycle at daily mean reversion here. So I was thinking we're going to take a long. Model didn't set up, unfortunately, because look at that. I mean, and my target would have only been there anyway, or maybe up there. Well, I wasn't able to capitalize on any of that. So what we're looking at today. Let's start FX. I would have jumped on earlier, but I just saw the market and just thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to leave it a little bit today. And okay, so let's have a little look at the bonds, see what they done. Yeah, they went down. All right, okay, so that's a clear indication that something's happened there, isn't it? If the Fed rate is still good for the dollar and 6E goes up, it looks like it's liquidating something. So anticipating a reversal today would be quite a good thing to do. So that's what I was saying yesterday with another trader I speak to, saying that if we can get above the liquidity, and then we're going to race down. We might, obviously this is going to come back, probably going to mean revert somewhere on the bonds. Okay, so let's take that. It's probably going to come up to here. If this goes up, the more likely that 6E follows. Okay, so if we get that mean reversion on the bonds, but then a continuation later in the week, that's probably what's going to happen. But let's take the daily profile off of that. Okay, so we got a range daily profile. Go back to the currency triad. We've got 2 minutes left until 8 London Open. Nothing's happened on a monthly, no. Both sides still been swept, okay. So we have to drop down a time frame to find more liquidity. Okay, as well here we've got it's week 4, sorry, end of the month. We had a bearish close previous week, but we've now taken both sides of the market there as well on the previous week's close. So the high and low have been taken. Okay, so we drop down the time frame. Let's see what we got here. We have a bullish. We did close bullish. This is, I'm going to mark the daily mean reversion on, because 6E is above. So if we've got sequential SMT between 2 days, weekly cycle, first target is usually daily mean reversion. However, the weekly cycle did form in Asia. Okay, so 6E is tapping into that daily mean reversion as we speak. Let's just have a little look. I don't think there is any. No, it's all been cleared. So we've got no 3 candle model. Thursday is my favourite day to trade. Reversal day. Let's quickly do Asia while we're here. Then we can start to have a look what's going on, what I think is going to happen. Excuse me. Okay, so we're playing out of a weekly cycle here. Asia's expanded, I'm pretty sure. Just mark that out. Profile Asia. So my normal model would say if we've got a Asia expanse and a weekly cycle, we can normally follow so we could normally follow this on from the mean reversion, right? We would wait for it to come up to mean reversion, get a 1 hour CRT model, and then follow it down to this daily model. Okay, we are in a Q standard deviation, so I'm just gonna, we could fade the move back into the 6 hour mean reversion. We've taken a high on 6S, so that's I think that's out of the question now. let's have a little look at okay, so 4 minutes is blasting up. Right, that's fair enough. Have we got news today? We've got, yes we have. We have got 12 p.m. pound news. $12.30. And dollar news at 1:30. Oh. My neck. Okay, so my initial draw is lower on the FX. But I think we've got to go up to come back down. So whether one of these assets actually move to the 6 hour mean reversion, maybe we get the 9 a.m. reversal from the 6 hour mean reversion. It matches as well. Okay, so maybe we get up to this. We've got a fair value gap in there. We've got a nice fair value gap in there, 1 hour. And there, so we could see price pull up into this level, 1 hour CRT model, and then we could trade back down below. There's going to be liquidity below that low into this zone here, 6B. At the moment though, we've wicked above right on the first quarter of the candle, so I can imagine that wick above, close below. We're not going to get the bullish move that I'd hoped for to get us up here. Maybe 6B might get us up there, but then we're a bit low down to take 6E, you know, in the leg. If we look at this leg down, we don't want to be taking anything below this level, right? We want to wait till we come up into premium and then take it short. To put us on the right side and better chances to have a, do you know what I mean, a winning trade. All right, let's just move this down. Let's go index triad, because I think something's happening over here. Right, similarly, this is if the dollar gets stronger, these normally go down a little. These follow suit, right? They come down a bit. Just clean up from yesterday. Asia range. Alright, so we're starting afresh. Like always, I want to see what's the month's doing. Okay, we're the monthly mean reversion. Still quite haven't hit that yet on YM, so we're still going to draw a little bit lower, I believe. But we're getting this close below on NQ. NQ is definitely the weaker of the three. ES closely followed. YM just running a little bit higher. It's probably to do with the chip news that come out. Week 4, where are we? Bearish week. All assets have closed below, I think. Yeah, I think even YM closed below. Now it's going back up, but that's fine. So what I'd normally do is use a daily time frame, just go down, check the previous week's low. If we've got a daily close below the previous week's low, we're more than likely to carry on continuing to lower prices. Once we get the daily close behind that, and then as you can see, we've gone back up over here, but we've just took out previous week's high. Now we're going back down. Right, let's go move down. Daily profile. Right, clear bearish daily profile. Do you know the draw of liquidity is going to be down here, isn't it? If we're moving down, we're gonna have. Are we at 50% yet? No. Okay, so there's going to be a mean reversion trade, something there. Let's mark that key level. Okay. So that's a good reference point for us to draw into, and then from there downwards, it's just a straight run. There's nothing really stopping us all the way down there. We're gonna have a little level here, and then most of it's going to be here. So let's see how we get on. We do have a weekly cycle, did form in Asia as well. I don't know if price has expanded, but we shall see. Bearish. Sell above the open. See, normally it's just the first candle, isn't it? So it could have just gapped. It could have done a lot of things. That's why I don't really take much notice unless it carries on and continues the move. What I am going to do is put the daily mean reversion level on there. Okay, so we're more likely to, if we get up there, we're going to close above that high for sure, because there's going to be a lot of liquidity there. So I'm just going to mark the daily mean reversion. And I think the indicator even puts this on, but I just like doing it manually. So it looks like we've tapped into the mean reversion there. We're reacting off that already. So, I mean, if we start to go above now, it depends where we are here. No, we've still got a long way to go here. Okay, so that's quite clear that this is reacting from that level. Let's just have a little look. And again, let's have a little look what Asia done. We're going to the 15-minute. Okay, yes, that's it is a massive expansion. YM does look a little bit tighter, but it's still expanded though. We've got a wick above here as well, that wick above in the first. Let's have a look at the 6 hour. Did we get a close above? No. Profiling the Asia as well, if we look, just going to mark the top of Asia high there, we'd expect accumulation. So I don't know how much, because both the asset classes have expanded in Asia. So, and you're seeing wick above, close below, right? So it's cleared the buy side liquidity to move further down. That's not a trade I'm going to take down in discount of a leg to go lower though, with no clear draw of liquidity, because we've filled this daily MR level here, right? So we have got this to go down to. I wanted the price to come up into this level and then for us to trade down into this level. Because I think the reaction yesterday has to be, it has to be rebalanced. Even if we are going to carry on moving up and the market decides that's bad for the dollar, which I doubt it does, I think this is heavily based on war as well, what Donald Trump said yesterday. So it could have something to do with the news release, Iran starts bombing US, so rather than the FOMC. But anyway, with that kind of reaction, it needs to rebalance. So maybe there's something to do, at the DMR level. But nothing for us to do at the moment, all right? Because NQ and the index trial is doing exactly the same, caught in a bit of a range, don't really like it. We're wicked above, now we're moving lower. We are at 6 hour 50%. But it's already been tapped into, so it's not like we're holding that level. And we failed to break above now, so I think we're going to go a bit lower. All right, I'm going to come back in about 40 minutes, 9 a.m. UK time. Obviously, I'm in Spain, but yeah, 9 a.m. UK time, and I'll start to analyze the market again.